Fall of 1952 found me ready to leave Korea, and having been written up with orders, was sent back to Beppu, and I knew that I'd had some bouts of extreme air sickness, that I might be subject to seasickness, so I had a bottle of Dramamine from the medics, set it in the house, and told Donna I need to take that with me on the ship. Well, it's pretty hectic. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Get everything lined up. What are we going to leave? What are we going to take? So the day comes, they come to pack you up. The bottle didn't get put up and got packed. They put us on a train. We go up to Yokohama, get on a boat. I'm seasick before we get out of the harbor. I stayed seasick. I tell you, I must have lost at least a pound a day. About all I keep down is a few saltines, a little bit of water, and lots of barfing. So I don't know if I kept anything down, but I guess I did, or I'd ended up at sick bay permanently instead of going every day to get my Dramamine pill. That one pill wasn't doing the job. Donna and the kids did very well, and the chow hall was just across from our cabin, so I got to smell all that food when you're seasick, and that don't help you at all. It was a miserable trip for me, but it was still all right. We're going home, and we're together. Well, we got into Seattle. They even had a little band there to play for us. There wasn't any band when we left. There's a little bit of a band there to play as welcoming the troops back home. And we managed to get to a motel, or hotel I guess it was, and we're checking on flights to get on back home, because just as we were debarking from the ship, Donna said, you know, Mary Jane, her best friend, is getting married tomorrow in Conway Springs, Kansas. Uh-oh. If you want to make your wife happy, see if you can get her home. So we go to the desk and get the right numbers and so on, phone the airlines, and they say, well, yes, we think we can get you there. But to do that, you're going to have to fly from here to Denver, stay in that Denver airport for several hours, because you won't have time to really go get a hotel, get any sleep, and then get on a little commuter plane, and it'll take you into Hutchinson, Kansas. If you have somebody meet you in Hutchinson, Kansas, you probably make that wedding. Okay. Boy, were they set. You'd have a long wait at the Denver airport. I think it was only like 4 hours, but holy cow. 2 kids and 2 tired adults, that's a long 4 hours. But the kids were good, and you know, we were happy just to be together. It wasn't that bad, but very, very tired people. Got on that plane out of Denver. I don't know, it was bigger than a Piper Cub, but it wasn't much of a plane. I don't think it carried a half a dozen people, and there's 4 of us. So I don't know if there was anybody else on it besides the pilot and us. And it stopped at La Junta. It stopped at Garden City. It stopped, I think, 4 different times. Just these little short flights and drop in, and I don't know, they weren't delivering the milk, but delivering the mail or something, and then hop to the next one. So they got a little bit behind schedule. In the meantime, we have called Donna's folks. Yes, they would meet us, and they'd take us on down to Conway Springs. And they're also, they love Mary Jane just about as much as Donna did, so they'd be happy to do that and be at the wedding. Well, we're circling the airfield at Hutchinson, Kansas, and Donna looks down and says, hey, that's my folks, and they're leaving the airport. Can't be. By golly, I think you're right. we were running late enough, and because it had been cobbled together on such short notice, and in those days they didn't have all the fancy communication systems they have now. They'd gone early, didn't want to be late, and they had checked, and were told, well, no, there were no Riggses coming in on any flight. And we had told them when we'd be there. We weren't there on time, and, you know, they missed us by less than 30 minutes. They'd given up on us and are leaving. And we, you know, no cell phones, no way to communicate, no way to catch them and stop them. So Donna said, well, my brother's a fast driver. Maybe if I call him, he'll come get us. And sure enough, Brother Dale came in his car, and we were at the church on time for Mary Jane and Hank Light's wedding. Donna said, I hope nobody can tell by the smell or the looks that we've had the same clothes on for 30 hours. But we were sure glad to be home. And our parents, both her parents and my parents, were at the wedding, as I recall. So, man, we almost were a distraction to Mary Jane's wedding. She never seemed to complain about it, but who are these people? Well, that's Dean and Donna Riggs. What are they doing back? Is everything all right? You know, it's a pretty exciting time. Mary Jane and Donna are still good friends, and we still get together at least a time or two each year when we're back in Kansas with Mr. and Mrs. Hank Light, Mary Jane and Hank.